Well, thousands attended Texas Governor Rick Perry's The Response, which was a call to prayer.
Father, our heart breaks for America. We see discord at home. We see fear in the marketplace. We see anger in the halls of government. And as a nation, we have forgotten who made us.
But the event not without controversy. Critics say mixed politics and religion. Joining us now is one of the honorary co-chairs of The Response and founder of Focus on the Family, Dr. James Dobson. Good to have you here, sir. Thanks for joining us on a Sunday.
Thank you, Juliet. It's good to be with you.
Well, some folks say this violates the Constitution's ban on the government establishing religion. What's your response to that?
Well, I think the media has worked so hard to find something controversial here. This was an absolutely wonderful event. The Texas Rangers counted the people that came there, and there were 44,000 people there who came to pray. That's all they did. There were no speakers. There was no entertainment. They were there to pray, and they prayed for 7 hours. There was nothing controversial about this.
Well, there was some controversy, as you know, outside of the event. A number of groups came to protest. They say there were some groups outside protesting the event, of course, and they say that the group's stance to put this on, anti-abortion and gay rights activists who were outside of the event. Also, though, some Christian groups who maybe felt alienated. There was some controversy as to whether this was narrowly focused and whether this was alienating. Governor Perry, though, says it was open to all faiths. What do you say about that?
Well, of course it was open. There wasn't any screening. No one was kept out. 44,000 inside, about 50 people protesting outside. That's what the media focuses on. You know, for the last 3 or 4 weeks, they've been looking for something to complain about. But this was a group of people, a huge, large number of people who came together to ask the Lord's blessing on this country, and that's got to be a good thing.
Well, we're looking at video right now of the stadium there. I mean, it's just packed. I read originally that it looked like there were only going to be about 8,000 people there, and then obviously the numbers swelled. Why do you think that was?
Well, 8,000 people was again a media talking point. Nobody ever estimated that. Nobody knew how many people were going to be there. But even if it were only 8,000 people who came to talk to God about their country, it would have been a good thing. As it turned out, there were 4 times that, you know.
Doctor, beyond the numbers, because I don't know that anyone really wants to get bogged down in the numbers anyway, maybe other than the media you're talking about here, but it was a big success. People were there. Why do you think that this resonated so much with those people who decided to show up and spend those many hours praying?
Well, Clayton, there's a reason for it, and you heard it in the governor's prayer there. Has great concern about the country at this time, about our families, about marriages, about the economy, about the military, about so many aspects of what's going on. And it's obvious that our elected officials don't have an answer for it. They fumbled around with trying to figure out what to do about the economy. So people are concerned, and they came together to express that concern and to call on the Lord to bless us. When I spoke, I talked about Dunkirk, when in World War II, the French and British armies were crammed into a little area in France on the English Channel, and there was no reason for Hitler to have stopped his armies. In London, they had a National Day of Prayer. It was actually across the UK, and 70% of the people of London came together to pray. 3 days later, Hitler stopped his armies, and then, of course, the little boats came over and rescued 350,000 of those men. So prayer is effective, and that's what people were there to exercise in that day yesterday.
Dr. James Dobson, thank you very much for waking up with us. We appreciate it. Have a good Sunday.
Thanks, Doctor.